we are studying the short, very deep Prakarana, Prashnottara Ratnamalika, attributed to Adi Shankaracharya, and which is in the form of questions and answers. No? And so Adi Shankaracharya in the opening verse says that this garland of precious stones will adorn and bless the reader and bless the one who has absorbed the content. So we have been seeing the little gems of wisdom, gems of wisdom, and Acharya shows us the way of life, Vedic way of life, which is value-based and Shastra-based. And such a Vedic way of life will have to culminate in the Vedic vision. What is the vision? Samyak Jnanam. All these we saw. So this is the importance of this text, and we have covered 20 verses, which is just 1/3, and there are still more verses to go. And in these 20 verses, we have seen about 48 or 49 mini questions and answers. Yeah? So now we will resume with the 21st shloka, which is this one. So we'll chant the shloka first. Kondho yo karyarataha. Kondho yo, it should be karyarataha. Kaha andhaha yaha akaryarataha. Ko badhiraha yo hitani na shrunoti. Ko badhiro yo hitani na shrunoti. Ko mukaha yah kale priyani bhaktum na janati. For Sanskrit students, I wanted to mention, it's very interesting. If you go back to the verses 18, 19, and 20, which we covered in the last session, Acharya has taken all the 7 cases of the Kim Shabda. Tas sadhu kam adhamam achakshade kena jitam kasmai namansi devaha kasmat udvegaha syat kasya vashe praniganaha. So all these 7 cases in Sanskrit grammar were covered in the 3 verses in sequential order. And I thought it's a very interesting part of this text. Now in 21st verse also, there are a few questions. Let us look at the questions. The first question is, Kaha andhaha? This is a very simple question. Who is blind? But here it is not the physical blindness that is referred to. It is the figurative blindness. Blindness of ignorance. Ajnanam. And what is the answer? Yaha akarya rataha. If you look at the shloka, it will show you that. Yaha akarya rataha. Akarya rataha means the one who delights. Rataha comes from ram dhatu. Ram dhatu is to revel. So the one who enjoys and delights in what? Akaryam. And what is akaryam? Akaryam is that which is not to be done. So the akarya rataha delights in doing what is not to be done. So it shows the obstinate tamasic mindset here, and who goes against dharma and who is blind to the consequences of his or her actions. Such a one is truly blind. We all know the story of Surdas. Surdas was physically blind, but through his inner jnana chakshu, he was enjoying the vision of Sri Krishna every time. So this is the first question in this verse 21. And looks like in this verse, Acharya takes the Jnanendriyani. The next question is, Kaha badhiraha? Badhiraha means deaf. Who's lost the faculty of hearing. Again, this is not physical deafness, but a figurative deafness. Who is the one who is deaf? And the answer is in the shloka, Yaha hitani na shrinoti. Hitani na shrinoti means I am not ready to listen to what is hitam. even when it is told. Yaha hitani na srinoti. I think all the parents will agree with this. The children and the teenage children, they don't listen to what is hitam. Yeah? Because of that turbulent stage they're going through. So what is hitam? Hitam is the far-sightedness that parents have for their children. And in the Kathopanishad, Yama says that the Veda Mata is equivalent with 1,000 mothers. She is called Hitaishini. Veda Mata iti Hitaishini. So this means that when one goes for the Shreyo Marga, that is the long-term gain. And elders, wise people, gurus, and the Veda Shastras are always showing what is Hitam as opposed to prayers. Prayers is the short-term gain, immediate gratification. And so such a person who is deaf to the counsel of wise people, parents, elders, and the Shastras is truly deaf. Then the third question in this very verse is, who is mute? Who is mute? Okay, mute is, dumb, you can say, although mute is a better word. Mute is the one who cannot speak. Yeah, so who is dumb? And in the shloka it says, Yaha kale priyani na srinoti. Yaha kale na, priyani vaktum na janati. Yeah, yaha kale priyani vaktum na janati. That means the one who is figuratively mute is the one who cannot share comforting, pleasing words with others. Yeah? One who does not say the right words to please the one in front of him. The right words at the right time. Like, for example, if somebody is angry or somebody is fearful, then if we tell the person, why are you getting angry? What is the purpose of getting angry? Why are you afraid? Don't be silly. Yeah, is this the right thing to do? No. Why? Because anger and fear are happening due to the svabhava. The seeds are inside. And so it's already happened. So a better thing would be to understand what is driving the person to be angry and fearful. And to truly understand the inner subconscious chittam, which is causing the surface anxiety and anger, for example. So such a person who cannot say the right words at the right time is truly mute. There is a Subhashitam also. Priya Vakya Pradhanena Sarve Tushyanti Jantavaha Tasmat Tadeva Vaktavyaha Vachane Ka Daridrita. That is sweet, comforting words. They don't cost us anything. So why show the stinginess or daridrita in saying nice words? No? So these are the three questions in verse number 21. Now let's move on to 22nd. Kim Danam is the next question. Anakangsham. Anakangsham is the answer. Kim Danam Anakangsham. Kim Mitram Yo Nivarayati Papat. Kim Mitram Yo Nivarayati Papat. Kaha Alankaraha Sheelam. Kaha Alankaraha Sheelam. Kim Vacham Mandanam Satyam. Now we see that Acharya is emphasizing a lot on Danam. Now, we have already seen, just in the last session, we saw what is priceless, anarghya, that is yat avasare dattam, that which is given at the right time to the needy right person and at the right kind of gift is priceless. So again, Acharya is saying, asking the question, what is Danam? Why? Because there are different angles of Danam. Yeah? So here, what is the answer? A one-word answer, Anakangsham. Anakangsham means nobody has asked you anything, but still you give. So to give without even being asked, that is the highest Danam and very, very meritorious. So where there is no akanksha means expectation, but yet you are inferring and deciding, I want to give this. That Acharya says it's a very sattvic dhanam. And again, there is another answer to this, that is, when the dhanam is done without akanksha on your part, that is, I am not doing dhanam thinking, oh, today I have given, tomorrow this person will help me. So that is having an agenda in the mind. So giving without expectation and giving even without being asked, that is the anakanksham that Acharya refers to here. Yeah. And then we have seen how Shraddhaya Deyam, Taittiriya Upanishad says one should give with Shraddha and with respect, yeah? Not making the receiver feel obliged to us. Yeah? Rather, one is blessed with the opportunity to give. That is indeed a mighty dana. Then in this shloka, the next question is, who is a friend? Yeah, Mitram. Mitram kim? And the answer is, Yaha nivarayati papam. Yaha nivarayati papam is the one who prevents us from committing a wrong action in the heat of the moment. See, whom do we call a friend? A friend is one who will sympathize with me, who will offer comforting words, and who will even agree with me. Yeah, you're right. This should not have happened. But here, Acharya is saying, who is a true friend? The true friend is one who will make me understand the consequences if I retaliate, if I do this, if I don't do that, what will be the consequences? Yeah? Such a one is a true friend because he or she is preventing me from getting into a wrong track. Yeah? And that is why it is very important for especially children and teenagers to have good friends, yeah, whom they can trust. That will be the satsanga at their level. Yeah? So that is this question. 2 questions in 22. There are 2 more in this verse 22. Next question is, Kaha Alankaraha? No, Alankara, we know Alankara Priyaha Mahavishnu. Yeah? So Alankara is decoration. It's not. Second. Alankara is decoration or beautification. Yeah? What is it that adorns someone? What is it that adorns someone? And here Acharya gives a one-word answer, and that is Sheelam. Just one moment, I have to reconnect. Okay, you can look at your local copies now. So, Kaha Alankaraha, what is it that beautifies me? And the answer Acharya gives is Sheelam. Sheelam means character. Yeah? And character is what value-based life. We have seen this Shatka Sampatihi when we did the Sadhana Chatushtayam in Tattvabodha. Shamaha, Damaha, Uparatihi, Titiksha, Samadhanam, Shraddha. So Acharya says that these values, which give me the values, they will adorn, they will be the interior decoration for my mind. Yeah? So that is the real decoration. Daivi Sampat also we have seen in chapter 16 of the Gita. Abhayam Sattva Samshuddhihi Jnana Yoga Vyavasthaha. So this is the real beautification, gunas of the mind, Alankara. Then in the same verse 22, there's a question, Kim Vacham Mandanam. Yeah? Kim Vacham Mandanam is what adorns speech. And the answer is Satyam. We have come across Satyam also many times in this very text. Satyam bruyat, priyam bruyat, Satyam apriyam na bruyat, priyanjanan ritam bruyat, eshaha dharmaha sanatanaha. Yeah. So, Satyam bruyat. So, Satyam is yathartha. Yathartha means the objectivity in life. Yeah. So here what adorns speech is, I not only speak what is yathartha, what is the truth, but also that which is priyam and that which is hitam. This is called the three filters. No, the filters. Before I speak, I have to think, is it the truth? Or is it the truth that I think is true? Yeah. So that's why there are two words, Satyam Vada, then Ritam. Ritam and Satyam. So Ritam is that which is absolutely true. Satyam is maybe I have this perception of the truth. So I will have to do what? I will have to check again what I think is truth. Is that really the truth? And then speak. That is Satyam. Then Priyam. No, if it is a bitter truth, like if we have to, uh, give the news that there's a terminal stage of a disease, then one should think twice whether the patient will be ready to receive that truth. So the Satyam has to be spoken, but it has to be Priyam. And then it has to be Hitam at that stage. So Satyam, Priyam, Hitam, all these three qualities adorns my speech. Yeah. Then we go to the verse number 23. Which I cannot display, so you have to read in your copy. Vidyut vilasita chapalam kim. Vidyut vilasita chapalam kim. Durjana sangatihi yuvatayaha cha. Durjana sangatihi yuvatayaha cha. Kulashila nishprakampaha ke. Kulashila nishprakampaha ke. Kalikalepi sajjanaha eva. Kalikalepi sajjanaha eva. So here in shloka number 23, again there are a few questions, two questions mainly. Vidyut vilasita chapalam kim. Vidyut means lightning. So we see a flash of lightning just for a moment. Yeah. So it is chapalam. Chapalam means flickering. So in life, what is flickering and fleeting and yet bright and glowing like even the lightning? That is the question. Vidyut vilasita chapalam kim. Then the answer is Durjana Sangatihi Yuvatayaha. Yeah. Durjana Sangatihi means the association with the unwise. And Yuvatayaha is youth. Yeah. So why does Acharya mention these two are chapalam, flickering like even the lightning? Because the cause of temptation will be there. The wrong tracks and the wrong habits is always tempting. And the youth is that stage of life which is also very tempting and glowing. So that comparison. And just as the lightning can cause destruction, so too these two, Durjana Sangatihi, association with the unwise, and the temptations that one has in the youth, during the youth, can be destructive. Yeah. So that is the verse number 23, that question. Then the next question is, let me see if I can display. Okay. So we are in 23, no? So what is flickering and glowing like even lightning? And the answer is the association with the unwise, Durjana Sangatihi and Yuvatayaha. Then next question is Kulashila Nishprakampaha Ke Kali Kale Api. Ke, who all? Kali Kale Api. Even though in this Ghora Kali Yuga, who remains Nishprakampaha? Unshaken, unaffected. That is the question here. Kulashila. And the answer here is Sajjanaha Eva. An obvious answer. The one who is rooted in values and who is living a Shastra-based, meaningful life. The Sattvic Dharma-centered people. And we know that famous statement, Dharmo Rakshita Rakshati. Yeah, so the one who is centered in Dharma, they appear to suffer, but they will definitely be the long-term gain. And there will be the stability inside that I'm doing the right thing. They will be free from conflict and there will be no, a troubled conscience. So that will be the gift of dharma. The reward of dharma is one will remain as a prakampaha, nishprakampaha. Even in Kali Yuga, where dharma is standing on one leg. Yeah. So that is shloka number 23 is over. Now we go to the next one. 24. This is a very famous verse. And in this verse is hidden a lot of famous statements which are often quoted. Let us chant the shloka first. Chintamaniriva durlabham ihakim. Chintamaniriva durlabham ihakim. Kathayami tat chatur bhadram. Tat chatur bhadram. Kim tat vadanti bhuyaha. विधूत तमसा विशेषेण चिंतामणिरेव दुर्लभमिह किं कथयामि तत् चतुर्भद्रं किं तत् वदन्ति भूयः विधूत तमसा विशेषेण. Chintamani. So what is a Chintamani? Chintamani is that gem, it's mythical or it's really there. We don't know for sure. But the wish-fulfilling gem, there is a stone that is called Chintamani, which by being in the presence, it will fulfill all the wishes. And of course, the stone is very rare. So what is so rare in this world, like even the Chintamani, wish-fulfilling gem? Yeah. Chintamanihi iva durlabham iha kim. Chintamanihi iva durlabham iha kim. What is durlabham? Rare. And the answer is Kathayami tat chatur bhadram. Kathayami. I will tell you. Acharya says, I will tell you. Tat chatur bhadram. What is rare? There are 4 blessings. Bhadram means blessing. So there are 4 bhadrams, bhadrani, which are rare just as a Chintamani gem. Yeah? And I will tell you, Kathayami. Yeah? Then this verse 24 actually has 2 questions. The answer to these questions is coming in the next shloka, 25. So 24, 25, you have to take it together. Okay? Now let's see what is the further question in this 59. Kim tat vadanti bhuyaha vidhuta tamasa visheshena. So the wise, again tell me, these wise people, what do they say are these? What are the 4 forms of blessings which are as rare as the Chintamani? So these 2 questions are in shloka number 24. Yeah. So now we have to go to the next shloka to see the answer. Yeah. Danam priyavak sahitam jnanam agarvam kshamanvitam shauriyam vittam tyaga sametam durlabham etat chaturbhadram. Beautiful shloka this is and very important. Danam priyavak sahitam jnanam agarvam kshamanvitam shauriyam vittam tyaga sametam durlabham etat chaturbhadram. The last word, you take that first. Eta chatur bhadram. So I'm going to tell you now the four-fold blessings which are as durlabham as the Chintamani, the wish-fulfilling gem. What are they? The four-fold rare blessings are Danam Priyavak Sahitam, giving with pleasant words and respect. Yeah. Second is Jnanam Agarvam, the knowledge accompanied by humility. Third is Shauryam, courage with gentleness. Yeah. And the fourth is Vittam with magnanimity. Second. Okay. So this is, the fourfold Bhadram, which are often quoted. What is the first one? Danam Priyavak Sahitam. So we have seen already so much about Danam. So Danam is that which is done along with Shraddha, respect, without expecting anything in return, rather feel blessed that I'm doing it. It's a repetition. Yeah. So that is the Sattvic Danam here. Then Jnanam Agarvam. Yeah. So Jnanam is not only knowledge, but any kind of expertise and skill that I have. Then that puts me in a position of authority, like a boss. Yeah. But then there should be agarvam. There should be a humility. Yeah? And that's why in the Gita we have seen Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmanaha. So Vidya and humility go together. Why? Because Vidya dadati Vinayam, Vinaya dadati Patratvam, Patratvat Dhanam, Dhanat Dharmam, Tataha Sukham. So when there is a learning and education, it will take me all the way to Sukham. Yeah. But at the same time, it is possible that the arrogance can build up. Yeah, that I know more than anybody else. Who else? But I can teach and sing and write better than anyone. So that is this rare combination. Bhadram. What is that? Jnanam and Agarvam. Yeah. And Danam Priyavak Sahitam. Third Bhadram is what? Kshama Anvitam Shauryam. So the Shauryam is power or courage, skill. But such a skill and courage should be endowed, Anvitam, with Kshama. Because when we are in a position of power, one may forget to be gentle. Yeah. So this is actually courage accompanied with gentleness. Yeah. So Kshama can be translated as patience, forgiveness, accommodation, gentleness. All this will come in Kshama. Yeah. Then we have the last Bhadram is Vittasya Tyaga Sametam. Vittam is wealth. Yeah. And the wealth should go with Tyaga. Tyaga means what? Magnanimous nature, the wealth. Yeah. So the one who can share the Vittam with others is truly blessed with this fourth Bhadram. So Durlabham Eta Chatur Bhadram. So these are the four Bhadrams, Bhadrani, which are rare in this world, just as even a Chintamani. Another thing very rare is an uninterrupted internet connection. Now it is back again. Okay, so we have to live with that. Now that was shloka number 25. Now let's go to 26. I plan to do up to 30 today, come what may. So 26th is this shloka on your screen. Kim Shocyam. Kim Shocyam Karpanyam. Sati Vibhave Kim Prashastam Audaryam Kaha Pujyaha Vitvadbhihi Swabhavataha Sarvada Vinitaha Yaha. Now, Sanskrit students will be able to, split the shlokas and figure out the questions and answers, but others need not worry because I'm supplying the questions in English. Yeah. So, kaha shochyam. Where have we heard this word shochyam before? Gita. Ashochanan vashochastvam. So, shochya means that which is grievable. What is to be grieved about? And the Gita, of course, Krishna says nothing. The wise people do not grieve about anything. Ashochanan vashochastam prajnavadanscha bhashase. Whether people are departed or still around, there is no cause for grief. But here, Acharya is talking about life in general, not about the jnanis, about, everyone in general. So what is sad and pitiable? And the answer is Karpanyam. Karpanya means Kripanasya bhavaha. Who is a Kripanaha? Kripanaha is a miser. Yeah. So when there is the miser who is unable to give and unable to share, the heart is so closed, Acharya says, that is indeed a sad situation. Very, very pitiable. Yeah. So the one who neither spends on himself or herself, neither on others. There is a book, I don't know if you've heard about it, called Die Empty in English. Die Empty. So in that book, the author says, we accumulate so many dreams and so much property and, bank accounts and wealth up to the end of the life. Yeah. And so one does not die empty in the sense that the richest people are those who have departed because they've left behind so much wealth, which was not invested or not donated or not given. So this is the Kripanasya bhava, incapacity to give. Why is it there? Because there is insecurity inside. Yeah? Insecurity. So this Kripanasya Karpanyam can be understood in yet another way, for us interesting because students of Vedanta. The Upanishad says, Yaha asmat lokat praiti atmanam aviditva saha kripanaha. Which means the one who departs from this life, from this loka, Prithvi Martiloka, without gaining self-knowledge is the true miser. Why? Because Bhagavan has endowed us with the greatest wealth called buddhi, and we have not applied it to the highest purushartha. So that is also another meaning we can take here. Yeah. Then the next question in this shloka 26 is, Sati vibhave kim prashastam. Sati vibhave kim prashastam. Vibhava is abundance, is prosperity. So when somebody is, very, has a lot of abundant, whatever wealth and property, what is praiseworthy in that person? What is to be praised? And the answer is audaryam. Audaryam means udarasya bhavaha, generosity, magnanimity. And that is why Swamiji would say, always insisted that we are all born consumers. Yeah? And then we accumulate. Yeah. But then we have to move towards contributing more and more and more. Because when Swamiji is a very beautiful statement is, when I give, I become bigger. The more I give, the more I expand and become big, until I can reach the limitless supreme reality. Yeah? And so if it hurts to give, if it hurts to part with anything, then the chitta shuddhi is not there and the mind is closed, because I'm owning everything, I'm protecting it and then refusing to part from it. So here, what is praiseworthy in a person who is blessed with abundance? Generosity. And this is not a very common thing. That is why Acharya is, showing this. Yeah? Then there is one more question and answer here, which is Kaha Pujyaha Vidvad Bhihi. Kaha Pujyaha Vidvad Bhihi. Vidvans are scholars and wise people. Who do the wise people respect is the question. Who is respected by Vidvans? Yeah. And the answer is Swabhavataha Sarvada Vinita Yaha. The one who is naturally humble. It is said that if one does not have much to boast about, then one will remain humble. But if I'm in a high status, if I've acquired many accomplishments in life and still I'm humble, then that will be respected by the wise people also. Swabhavataha sarvada vinitaha yaha. Now we go to verse number 27. Ka kula kamala dineshah sati guna vibhave api yo namraha kasya vashe jagat etat priyahita vachanasya dharma niratasya. Again, very long words. Not only that, there are samasas. So we will go directly to the questions in 27. See the first word, kaha kula kamala dineshah. Very beautiful word. Kula kamala dineshah. So who is the dineshah? The Lord of the day. Who is the Lord of, who's making the day? The sun. So Dinesha is another word for sun. Dinakaraha. Then Kamala. Kamala is lotus. So we know the lotus blooms when it faces the sun. And Kula. Kula is the family. Parivaraha. So just as the sun makes a lotus bloom, who is the sun in your family which is making your family bloom? Apurva, Kumuda's family. I think it should be all of us. We are not the black sheep, right? We have come to Vedanta. How can we be the black sheep? So who is the one in your family that will make the family blossom, that will bring fame and happiness and prosperity to the family? It's going to be the one who is very, very sattvic, who follows the dharma and who is an obedient, a child. So this is the question. Who makes the family bloom like this, like even the sun for the lotus? And the answer is Sati Guna Vibhave Api Yaha Namraha. Vinamraha. So the one, even though endowed with great merits, a good job, and settled abroad also maybe, and a wonderful physique and lot of talents, but yet Vinamraha, the one who is free from pride. And such a one will make the family bloom. Then in the same shloka, there is another question. Kasya vashe jagat etat. Etat jagat kasya vashe. In whose hands or vasham is this entire world? That is, who governs the world? Who is governing the world? And the answer is Priya Hita Vachanasya Dharma Niratasya. The one who speaks the truth. Again, the same thing. Priyam, Hitam, and Satyam. Priya Hita Vachanasya and Dharma Niratasya. The one who is Rataha. Rataha means revels. Revels in what? Dharma. So the one who is committed to dharma and who is following this triple filter, Satyam Bruyat, Priyam Bruyat, Hitam Bruyat. Such a person, it is as though the whole world is, under his or her vasham. That means what? The world will be very happily be in his presence and do whatever he wants or asks the world. The world will not run away from such a person. That was 27. Let's move on to 28. Vidvan Manohara Ka Sat Kavita Bodha Vanita Cha. Vidvan Manohara Ka Sat Kavita Bodha Vanita Cha. Kam na sprishati vipattihi pravriddha vachana anuvartinam tantam. Not an easy verse. So we'll see the questions in English. Vidwan Manohara Ka. Vidwan is the wise. Yeah? Manohara is pleasing to the mind. So what do you think pleases the minds of the wise people? The answer is Sat Kavita Bodha Vanita Cha. Sat Kavita means what? Poetic, deep poetry, like Kumara Sambhavam, Valmiki Ramayana. Because of the sattvic content of all these books, Kalidasa, their literature will be extremely pleasing to the minds of the wise people. And not only that, Bodha Vanita, literally Bodha Vanita means what? The lady of knowledge. So that is spiritual knowledge. Yeah, the Jnana Marga will be very pleasing to the mind of the wise. Then in the same shloka 28, Kam na sprishati vipattihi. Vipattihi means a difficult situation and affliction. So a difficult situation, whom will it not affect? Yeah? Or who will not be affected by a difficult, challenging situation? Yeah? The answer is Pravriddha Vachana Anuvartinam Dantam. Pravriddha Vachana Anuvartinam, the one who follow the counsel of elders. Yeah? So we know that parents will always seek only hitam for the children. Also because they have already experienced the pitfalls. And the gurus also guide the shishyas. If you do this, this will be good for you. If you do this, then it will not be so. Not good for Shreyas. So who follow the counsel of elders is Pravritta Vachana Anuvartinam and then Dantam. Dantam is the Ikta Pratyaya of Damaha. Yeah? Damaha we studied in Tattva Bodha, which is the mastery over the Indriyas. Indriya Nigraha iti Damaha. So the one who is disciplined as far as the sense organs are concerned are the Dantas. So these people, they will have titiksha, and so difficult, challenging situations will not affect them inside. They will have the emotional maturity and the self-acceptance, the titiksha, to cross over that period. Whereas for the others, see, if you're on your own, if one does not have a guru to guide us, if we don't have elders to guide us, then how are we going to get out of this samsaric labyrinth? Very difficult to figure out, which is the way, or what should I do at what time. And hence we have to go to the wise person. Tatvidhi pranipatena. That is why we approach the gurus, because they navigate us through the life. And that is 28th. Now 29th shloka. Kasmai sprihayati kamala. Kasmai sprihayati kamala. Tvanala sachittaya niti vrittaya. Tvanala sachittaya niti vrittaya. Tyajati chakam sahasa. Tyajati chakam sahasa. Dvija guru sura nindakaram cha salasyam. This is an interesting verse. And here, Kamala. Who is Kamala? We don't have any student Kamala here. Kamala is Mahalakshmi. Yeah. So, Kamala Kasmai Sprahayati. Whom does Mahalakshmi touch? Touch means what? Bless. Whom does Mahalakshmi Devi bless? The one who puts kolam, the one who makes paisam, the one who celebrates the festivals, one who puts a toranam. We were told all this, right, as children, that if we do, keep the house clean, put the kolam, prepare the naivedyam, and tie the toranam, then Mahalakshmi will enter. I used to actually look out all night, when is this lady going to walk into our house? Children have this imagination. So whom does Mahalakshmi bless? And of course, the older we are, we know that it is a figurative usage. So, Anala Sachitaya Niti Vrittaya. So the one who is Analaha, yeah, Analaha is also a word, analasa, who does not have alasa, who is industrious, hardworking. Yeah? So wherever there is purushartha, personal effort, we see the Daivam blesses. That is what is meant here. The one who is not lazy, Mahalakshmi will bless. And the other condition is dharmic. My effort should not be against dharma. It should be in accordance as per dharma. So both niti vrittaya, analasa chittaya. And that Mahalakshmi will bless. Then the counter question is, whom will Mahalakshmi not bless? That is the next question. Whom does Mahalakshmi or the Devi, the goddess of fortune, will abandon whom? Yeah? And here there is a long answer, which is Dvija Guru Sura Nindakaram Cha Salasyam. Yeah? Dvija. Who is the Dvija? Twice born. You know, the one who has been initiated into Vedic studies is a Dvija. In other words, Brahmana. After the Upanayana is a Dvija. It's like, you know, he's been given a second birth by the Guru. So that is a Dvija. Then Guru, Sura. But the one who does Ninda, Ninda means criticizes all these categories. The Sattvic Brahmanas. Brahmana is not by birth here, but Sattva Guna Pradhana. The Sattvic people, the Dvijas, the Gurus, and the Sura, the Devatas, who disrespect them and do Ninda, and who are lazy, alas. So all these people, we will not have the Devi's blessing. It will abandon. And you know, we as students of Vedanta, we know that Mahalakshmi is the embodiment of Daivi Sampat. Yeah, all the gunas is personified as a Mahalakshmi. Yeah? And then when we have all the Sattvic gunas, then we are blessed with Chitta Shuddhi and eventually Jnanam. Yeah? Now we come to the last shloka for today, not of the text. Kutra vidheyo vasaha, kutra vidheyo vasaha, sajjana nikate athava kashyam, sajjana nikate athava kashyam. Kaha pariharyaha deshaha, kaha pariharyaha deshaha, pishuna yutaha lubdha bhupascha, pishuna yutaha lubdha bhupascha. So here, kutra vidheyaha vasaha means, let me go. The last shloka. Vasaha is a place. Vidheyaha is a place for living. Which is the most suitable place for living? Is it America? Is it Dubai? Which is the most desired or, you know, conducive place for living? And the answer Acharya gives is Sajjana Nikate. Sajjana Nikate means wherever there is satsanga, a place of worship where truth seekers of truth gather together, that is the excellent place for vasaha, living. Yeah? And we know why. Satsangatve, nissangatve, nissangatvam, nirmohatvam, nirmohatve, nischalatatvam, nischalatatve, jivan mukti. Yeah? So when I seek satsanga together, then there is a collective Shakti. And the collective Shakti will be tenfold, 20-fold, 100-fold powerful to change my mind and put it in the right direction. Very, very important. Satsanga is the only way we can change and seek the knowledge, yeah? Especially in this Kali Yuga. So Sajjana Nikate is one answer. Acharya gives is a suitable place for living, or Kashyam. Kashya means you can go to Varanasi. Kashyam is Saptami, Kashi. Now we all know that Kashi is Mokshapuri. Huh? And in the Vedic times, in Kashi, a lot of learned scholars were there. You know about the Banaras University, how esteemed it is in the whole world, how we had great universities. So that was a place which was sought after by all the acharyas, Madhavacharya, Ramanujacharya, they would walk and make a pilgrimage from the south to Kashi or from the north to Kashi. That is the relevance. Kashi had a lot of relevance. Even today, it's there. Yeah. So now this does not mean that we relocate to Kashi. Okay. So we have our homes wherever we are. So here again, there is a book, another prakarana called Kashi Panchakam, also written by Adi Shankaracharya. Kashi Panchakam, a prakarana of 5 verses. There, Acharya Shankaracharya says that, this Kashi, where is Kashi? Kashi is really that Atmak Tattvam. Yeah? The mind is Ganga. And so Kashi is a city of light. Where is their light? That is Atma Jyoti. So Kashi is that knowledge referred to here. And of course, the physical Kashi, is also definitely worth a visit. Yeah. And people come there from all parts of the country for its, sacred sanctity that Shastras has given it. Kashi. Then we come to the last question for today in this shloka 30, which is Kaha Pariharyaha Deshe. This is again the counter question. Suitable place for living we have seen. Now, which is the place to be avoided? Yeah. And there, the answer is Pishuna Yutaha Lubdha Bhupascha. Lubdha Bhupascha is the one who is a power-hungry dictator. So that place or a country which is ruled by greedy rulers and where people are gossiping, people are afflicted. Yeah, Pishuna Yutaha. There is only greed and wickedness there. I often think, this must be, Acharya must be referring to the modern day Islamic countries where there is so much suffering, there is no freedom, no values, and no pursuit of something higher. These places are to be avoided. Yeah? And that is why, despite all current difficulties that we may be having, our country has also got its own problems, so many problems, but still we can say Mera Bharat Mahan. Yeah? Because there is still freedom of expression is there. I am free to worship the God that I want to, Saguna worship, Nirguna worship. There is access to traditional knowledge, yeah, and there are gurus around, and there is Sanatana Dharma still alive, even though standing on one leg. So these were some of the questions we saw today by Acharya from shloka 20 to 30. Yeah? And with that, we have covered 70 questions in 30 verses. We have 30 or 37 more to go, and we will see more of it in the next session. Okay? Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.